Hi guys, I'm going to be quickly doing a very quick checkup in the rileystrain case. If you haven't seen it already, I did do a tarot reading, but I just wanted to have a look at the physical characteristics of the perpetrators, because from what I gather, there's 3 main people involved, could be 4, could be more, that have information. And I have the feeling he was definitely drugged. And he's ran into trouble, and yeah, there's definitely a female involved as well, I feel, in this mix. But let's get an idea of the perpetrators, please, Spirit. Yep, so there's an older male here, I feel, and when I say that, I mean possibly someone in their 30s. I just saw the orbs, look at that. Could be confirmation for us too, with the orbs going past. Somebody in their 30s perhaps. But I do feel like there's someone around his age as well, like there's people involved around his age. We've got a female here, Queen of Swords. This is a callous, brutal, ruthless act. Yep, there's the party, celebrations. That's where it was happening, and the female might have been a part of that at the bar as well. So it's 2 separate crime scenes, I feel. There's one at the bar, and there's dodgy people going on at the bar. And then once he's left the bar, I'm not sure if the same people are involved or if he's ran into trouble with other people, but he's definitely ran into trouble with some other people. And I did watch, after my tarot reading, a video where you see him walking across the street and he says hello to a cop. The cop has a body cam, and he's doing I don't know, he's just walking down the street looking at this car. He must be attending an incident or something. And Riley walks by and he says, "How you going?" or something. And he goes, "Good, how are you?" or something. And then you see a car driving past, like a silver car. And then when the cop turns around, you can't see Riley anymore. It's like he's gotten in the car. So I'm wondering if he did get into a vehicle. Someone is holding this information close to their chest. They're not coming forward with this information. There's the King of Swords again. He came out, and so did the Queen of Swords, actually, in the last reading. So the King of Swords, there is someone, also another older male. I'm wondering if it's people to do with the bar. Are they in links with the bar? Are they people that go to the bar specifically to drug young ones? I don't know. There's got to be a motive as to why people are drugging young males and females. Temperance card here shows me, oh, there he is, the 7 of Wands, the defensiveness, the guard, being on guard. This is once he's left the bar. See, the door's closed, and it's almost like once he's out in the elements, he has to be on guard. So he's come across people, I feel. And yes, these people may have followed him. They may have contacts out and around the town for all we know. We just don't know, because something's going on here. Look at the drinks, like mix. This is like interesting, mixing different substances into this cup, isn't it? So yeah, definitely something going on there. Dodgy stuff, I tell you. Could be the barman, could be the bouncers, could be just people who are attending the scene and are just regulars there who do this. But there's the 3 of Swords again, which shows me that there was definitely a betrayal of some sort. He may have felt that he trusted people. That's what I get the idea, that he trusted these people, and he may have, if that was true about him getting into a car, he might have thought that, these people were trustworthy. He might have known this person that he got into the car with. We just don't know. There's the vehicle, Knight of Wands. Fast vehicle. Just in and out. Just quick and in and out of there, right? It happened fast. There's the Empress again. So it shows the river, the lush land, the landscape. And once again, it could be a female involved who is a mother. We don't know. And usually the knights are in their 20s as well. And there's a Page of Cups. So younger energy. So it could be, though, some in their like early to mid 20s, and some are really young, around his age or a bit younger. And we've got the 2 of Wands as well. So there's the river, the water. Yeah, there's a younger energy involved. That's what I saw last time. The Two of Cups is like a partnership. So I'm wondering if there's a male and female that are together in a relationship. Let's have a look at some cards here. I just pulled out some before and it said that they wear a uniform. So, police corruption, or is it a uniform or a badge or a club member for something else? Piercings. Someone has piercings. And grey white hair. So that sounds like an older person, really. Excellent dental health. So they look after themselves. Someone wears jewellery. Well, who doesn't these days, in this day and age? But it could be that they significantly wear jewellery. They might have lots of chains around them, around their neck. Crooked tooth or teeth. Brown eyes. 5'5" to 6 foot. These are the perpetrators. Cheeky smile. So someone who could be quite confident, maybe a good-looking person. Even if they're not really good-looking, they just know how to charm their way. Braces. Okay, someone could have braces or may have had braces. Now they have excellent dental health. So local, native to the area, because apparently I heard read a report that said that he's not local. Riley wasn't local to the area. He was visiting the area. So whoever's done this to him knows the area very well. They're local. Face shape is rectangle. And hazel eyes. So we got one with brown eyes, one with hazel eyes, and one with false teeth, which kind of goes with an older person. 3-day growth. So they do grow hair very fast. Happy persona. And balding. Someone is balding. Multicolored hair, someone might dye their hair. And healthy person, so they might live a fairly healthy life. It's interesting, isn't it? Face shape, heart, and amber eyes. So we could have somebody, like we've got a few people going on here. Facial hair. So it could be that with a 3-day growth, they may just have that 3-day growth at the moment. They might not have a full beard. Face shape is diamond. I know they sound weird, you can Google them. Wavy hair and a stocky person. Arched eyebrows. Fair skin. And before we had younger, look at that, younger. So it could be younger than Riley. It could be like someone who's 21. Or 20, slouched posture, unconfident. So there's somebody who is unconfident in the group. Thin lips, no allergies. Freckles. Grey eyes. I think we've had like 4 different eyes now, but hazel grey might be. Walks heavily, slow, loud footsteps. Overweight person. Moles, might have significant moles on their body. Rounded eyebrows, face shape oval. Heart-shaped lip and a shaved head. It's interesting we have that because a shaved head came up in the tarot reading as well. So we've got one with wavy hair, one that's balding, and one with a shaved head. And the person who's shaved their head could be because they are balding. Dermal punch. We did see piercings as well and tattoos somewhere, and wears eye contacts. Green eyes, wears colours. Thick upper lip. And we've got also birthmark. Significant, has a small family, that came up before. And underbite, which is interesting. Usually people have an overbite. Oh, wow, a blue collar job. Auburn hair, interesting. All right, we'll get a couple more because I feel like there's 3 to 4 of them. Short eyelashes and big teethless gum. Let's get an idea of the perpetrator's persona, the main person. Flighty, so they got the hell out of there. They might have been really antsy as well. Held hostage, greed. So did they rob him? Did they take him off in a car or hold him somewhere? Because in my tarot reading, it sounded like that he was trapped in a situation he could not get out of. Accusations and domineering. Yeah, I've got a very domineering energy with that King of Swords energy. So were they accusing him of something? Did they follow him from the bar? Distraction. They distracted him. Internalizing. One of them is internalizing right now. Passive aggression and doubtful. Trauma. Okay, this is interesting. So someone in the group is very different to the other three that are in the group. It's interesting. So there could definitely be a situation where someone has a conscience, is just feeling really sick about it now, and yeah, might be crumbling a bit, but we've got hostility really strong there. And we've got January's coming up for something significant, perhaps. A pickup truck or a ute is interesting. It's interesting because there was a red pickup truck that the cop was looking at too. Suffocation. Now, I don't think that would absolutely show up in an autopsy, actually, if someone was suffocated. Female victim. I wonder if there's been a female victim to these same people. Unknown to the police, not in the system, a clean record, somebody is. And look at this, drugs, drug addict, addiction. So we do know, well, I feel everyone's saying from his CCTV that he was definitely intoxicated. I reckon his drink was spiked, or he might have smoked something. That someone is unknown to the police, not in the record, but doesn't mean necessarily, you know, if they're not in the system, that they're not a criminal. Just means they haven't been caught yet, perhaps. And I just dropped my cards. I can't reach it, but it says bushland forest. So something's in the bush and travel. Oh my God. He may have gotten in that car. Geez, I wonder if it's a Mercedes. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, but it's interesting. Arrest, caught and charged. So that's what I kind of feel too, that it's interesting. This came out in the last reading I just did. So maybe there's going to be an investigation. There's evidence hidden under something, maybe in a log of a tree, under a tree, at the base of a tree, under the ground somewhere. Guilty knowledge did the act. So this was not an accident, I'm telling you. Medium length hair somebody has. And we've got natural causes. So that's what they're trying to, you know, a stranger to him. Yeah, that's what the narrative is right now, that this is just an accident, you know. There's an old car here. And wow. Devil in disguise, trickster, manipulator, hiding in the shadows. And that's what I saw with my tarot card. The devil card came up, which showed the person hiding in the shadows with some bad elements going on with the drug scene. He was spiked, you know, the drugs. I believe he was drugged for a reason. Whether it was the same people that caught up with him, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something weird going on that's linked to the bar, allegedly. And J could be significant. Someone's name could start with J. Could be Jack. Doesn't have to be. Could be Jack, Jackson or Jack in their name. We don't know. But, oh my God, look, it just came up. Shit. Someone was waiting for him and watching him and stalking him and possibly following him from the bar. And I know that they say in some CCTV that there's been like a car or someone on a bike in different shots of the film, of the footage. And they say that, oh, maybe these people are following him around, you know, the town, which they could have. We don't know. We don't know. Oh, my Lord. Accomplice is a female suspect that came up the other day. Gunshot, shooting, kidnap, abduction. So these people could have had a gun. Like, obviously, there's no bullets or bullet holes on his body. So, obviously, he hasn't been shot. But they may have had a gun. They may have, you know, at gunpoint. Although it sounded like in the thing he got in the car voluntarily, we don't know if later on they took him somewhere and put a gun to him and said, take your pants off or whatever. I mean, it could have been something that they did in a way of stripping him of his dignity, humiliating him. You know, it's just strange that his jeans and his, you know, boots are off. And who's going to take them? You know, it's weird. Taxi, public transport. So it could be somebody as a clue, that wears a uniform, that drives an Uber or a taxi. We don't ever know. But once again, that's the issue, isn't it? They should have called him a cab to get home in. Theft, thief, robber, mouse, and long hair's coming up again. So are there females stealing, robbing people from the bar? I don't know. Oh, that didn't feel right. So let's get another one. And we've got, oh my God, guys, uniform impersonation, corruption, false. I'm telling you, there's a cover up around this. And in days, there may be something that's becoming enlightened to us. And in water, drowning, submerged. So now we don't know if he drowned. There was no water in his lungs, but we do know he was found in the river, and somebody helped put him in there. And there's an old abandoned barn shed isolated. So is there evidence in a shed somewhere? This may be irrelevant. We don't know. But there's the river. Okay, so it does show, yes, he was found in the river. And there could be some evidence around there. Look at that. Ran over, hit and run, hit by a vehicle. I'm not sure about it. That came up in the reading saying a car accident. So it's so strange. But a car is involved somehow in the body of water. There we go. It's just confirming it once again that the search boats found him, or someone found him and then they came and retrieved him. And someone has changed their appearance. So have they shaved their hair now? New, different clothing, or what's going on there, you know? This is interesting. Intimate relationships, sex, romance, emotional ties. Was there a partnership going on between a male and female at the bar or somewhere else where he's, met up with people? Family. Does one of them know his family? Because it did say in the last reading that they were strangers, but there's also people known to him. Yeah, an algae swamp reed. So it could be that there's more evidence to find amongst reeds in the river. It might be his wallet, his phone, his boots. We just don't know. But it's showing strangulation and suffocation. I'm sure there would have been marks on his neck or throat, you would think, but the suffocation's interesting to me. Did they put something over his mouth? I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I've got here, guys. I'm just going to quickly see if there's anything else. Oh, look at that, 18 to 20 years. Keeps coming up, I'm telling you, it's weird. And this could be around mid-20s as well, this card. That's what I feel with it. I feel that there's, live in a cold climate. I feel like there's different ages here, and I'm getting the older ones at the bar, right? The 30-year-old guys or something, or in their even 40s perhaps. Walk slightly fast, quiet footsteps. So someone walks loud and heavy, might be a stocky, overweight person with facial hair. Or someone walks fast. Okay, and someone has straight hair as well. And long hair could be male too. I know I said female. That's my puppy dog. Sorry, guys. Are you okay? Someone might have straight hair. S-shaped eyebrows. I know I'm just pulling out a couple more here. And has a big family. So someone has a big family. Someone has a small family. Waterfalls. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I'm just pulling out too many now. But I do feel like something... Yes, oh, there's the hermit energy as well. So we've got the river there and the lantern. So it shows me that there will be some kind of evidence. I feel like more evidence coming to light. Things that are hidden in the shadows or hidden away, the truth, will come to light. What has been, what's that saying again? I can't even remember it now. What is in the dark will come to the light. And I feel like he is in spirit actually helping his family to find the truth as to what happened to him, because he's adamant, I feel, that, he wants them to know he did not just fall into the river. Even though, we looked at him at how intoxicated he was, but when you see him in the police body cam, he's running again, but he actually walks almost like he's like walking normally. And he even talks quite well, and he says, "Good, how are you?" He's like, fair enough, it's only, 4 words, but he doesn't look like he was when he was walking across the building like that, stumbling like that. So it's very interesting. But yes, there are people with bad intentions, and there's a cover-up, and the police need to reopen the investigation, or actually, in fact, not even allow them to open it. I think another agency needs to take over, because you want an independent party to come in and look at this thoroughly and with objectivity. Not, I'm sure if there's a lot of crime there, and if the cops do know that things do happen at that bar and people are tracked down or killed or ended up in the rivers, what I've seen and heard is that there's been a lot of bodies ending up in that river. I don't know about that. I have to Google it and check it out for myself. I'm not sure. But there is a dark element there, I'm telling you now. There's a dark element. And yes, I feel like he was robbed. They wanted to rob him, but there was other intentions, I feel, as well. Maybe it was of another nature. I don't want to really say it, but it could have been. We don't really know what people's intentions are. They're pretty sick. But this gives me the creeps. These, the devil card. Where was it? Hiding in the shadows. Look at that. Stalking him, watching him, waiting in the shadows. So someone was following him, watching him to possibly rob him. But to get him in the car, it's just disgusting. Yep. One of the cards, I'm not sure if it came out in this one now or the other one, but someone, it said, had dark skin and someone's got fair skin. So, and it's really hard to pinpoint who's who, because we've got the bar people and then we've got the other people around the town, near the river there as well. So I feel like there's 2 different things going on, but they may be linked. So the people who are out chasing him outside may be linked to the people who have drugged him inside. We don't know what texts might have been shooting back and forth between the people at the bar who've drugged him and these other people who've tracked him down, guys. What do you reckon? This is really making me sick to think that there are people out there like this, and the cops are like covering it up. That's a huge feeling here.